again. So this is going to be our last performance of the night. And this one's a little bit different. This one's more of a slam piece. And kind of what we do, we have this tradition in the spoken word community where if you really like something that you hear, you snap. And that lets the reader know that you kind of, you hear what they're saying, you agree with it, or it impacted you some way. So why don't you take your hand and snap if you're sitting next to someone beautiful, right? That should be all of you because you're all beautiful. So yeah, if there's anything you like, don't feel like this is like a strict reading where you have to be quiet. You can give me your energy and I can give that back to you. This piece is kind of about kind of the tumultuous scene on campus. And I think these issues can be difficult to talk about and deal with, but I think they're important to talk about. And I'm hoping that this is a good space to do that. So here it goes. Anyone can light a fire. At least that's what they tell us. Anyone can light a fire. This is the moral they teach us. Anyone can light a fire. The hard part is putting it out. This is the moral they teach us when voices climb like orange flames to drown out all the sound with their own accents when this is what they sound like. The crackle of a word that won't be taken back. The pop of stifled deadwood catching fire and catching on with ears now trained to recognize that flames are bright and cleansing when the tongue they speak is purged with truth and equity. These are our flames now. This fire belongs to us, and it's so different from the scalding tongue we knew before, the one that still persists, the one that doesn't claim to hate us, but the proof is in our skin from where they burned us. Now they soothe us with their no-hate words, the lies that still speak violence. The proof is in our skin and in our minds, written on the body, on our breasts and on our ovaries, my pussy on his dick and on her hair and on her lips and their fullness, on the shape of eyes, the price tag on our clothing. We are made to wear these meanings like they're fixed and irrefutable. Ironic how the flame that first branded us as lesser now brands us as angry and hateful, as social justice warriors. Well, here's to all them social justice warriors now fighting for a brighter world to live in. Some might call them activists. Someone has to give that first glint, that glimmer of a dream, that flicker of a fervor, that sizzle of a new idea. The spark is hard to muster and to master. I still wonder how to pave our own way in a blaze they say is fated for disaster at our own expense. I wonder how to reconcile my passion with my academic merit and my parents' strong opinions that surprise me not at all. How do I go home or stay here? We can't pretend that anything is different on a campus that still prides itself on empty words, diversity, inclusion, without knowing what they mean, or applying that same rigorous critique to the silence they give us while everything around us explodes. When free expression is more important than the freedom to do more than just survive, while at this moment who we are is charred by their ignorance, marred by what they say of us, the freedom to ignite is all that's left to us. With all our freedom, we are forced to choose, to choke out all the noise or to suffocate ourselves. May our dialogue be free and uninhibited. Let people be inhibited, but only those without the privilege of saying no and having that no be listened to. This is what they say to us. They say that critical inquiry means Confederate flags flying with free reign in what is practically our own backyard, or dressing as a cholo at some grotesque joke for Halloween when all the races come out, or sexual assault being written off like it either didn't happen or it was just a misunderstanding, and being told that we just haven't learned the manners of well-heeled no, I won't get over it, because we obviously aren't over it. Flames can sear and scorch and scar, or they can offer us release from what is broken and is breaking us. Blistered and ashen, still we rise with our own fire, leaving cinders where the poison was, where people couldn't realize we are all of us, and all we are is people. We are people, hurting people, or healing people, or standing by while other people hurt people or heal people. And right now, in this free nation, there are flames lit in silence in our courtrooms and our laws, reserved for those whose blackness is a crime, whose gender is a sin, whose sex is debatable, whose sickness is offensive, whose starvation is a shame to look at. We are already burning. We are singed and still singing our own freedom, and not the freedom of expression they have given us. Fire is a chemical reaction in our blood, in the bile we hold down when we are sickened by the death in their tongues, their deadly dialogue, their fatal empty words. Yet we are the incendiary ones, sintering together in the fire they created and then put on us. But now they want to subdue us. We'll see what it's like to be radically on fire and still catching, licking every inch of space in our reach, while still they try to smother us. But sometimes we need fire.